What if tomorrow, the US dollar simply disappeared? No green bills, no balances in your bank account. The most powerful currency on earth, gone overnight. This is not fiction. This is a simulation of what would happen, hour by hour, day by day, if the world lost the dollar. Day 1, the financial silence. Trading screens go black. Stock markets in New York, London, and Tokyo suspend all operations. Within minutes, nobody knows what anything is worth. Banks freeze international transfers. Credit cards stop working abroad. Oil, wheat, and gas lose their price reference because they were all quoted in dollars. Gold becomes the only universal measure of value, its purchasing power, not its price, skyrockets. 1 ounce of gold now buys what used to cost an entire year of average income. People rush to withdraw cash, but paper money means nothing anymore. Day 3, the panic pandemic. Social media explodes with headlines. The dollar is dead. Global markets freeze. In the US, supermarkets begin rationing products. In Europe, the euro briefly surges until investors realize that without the dollar, there is no global anchor. International trade stops. Cargo ships remain stranded at ports. Governments announce emergency local currencies, but no one outside their borders will accept them. Week 1. The birth of global chaos. BRICS nations call an emergency summit. China proposes a digital currency backed by gold and energy. Russia offers its gas reserves as collateral for a new system. The US activates its Internal Stability Act, freezing all dollar-based assets worldwide. Cryptocurrencies skyrocket, not because people trust them, but because they have no alternative. Bitcoin's purchasing power increases tenfold in a week, but volatility becomes uncontrollable. One day's fortune turns into the next day's collapse. Week 2, the world fragments. Latin America starts trading in yuan. Saudi Arabia signs oil deals in rupees. Europe tries to preserve the euro, but fractures appear. Germany demands a new hard euro tied to gold. In the US, inflation explodes. Gasoline prices triple. Imports vanish. The Federal Reserve announces an emergency digital dollar, but global confidence is gone. Barter returns. Communities start using local tokens, food, or energy credits for trade. Month 1, a world without a center. 30 days later, supply chains collapse. Apple, Samsung, and Tesla shut down factories. Due to payment chaos, central banks around the world print new money, but none of it has global acceptance. People begin to store value in gold, silver, crypto, and food. Nations rich in commodities, like Russia, Brazil, and Saudi Arabia, gain influence. Countries that relied heavily on the dollar, like Mexico, Colombia, and the Philippines, enter deep social crises. A new alliance appears, the Southern Monetary Union, proposing a common Latin American currency backed by natural resources. The global economy is now multipolar but unstable. MONTH3, 2 worlds emerge 3 months later. The planet is divided. Eastern Bloc BRICS+, trade based on gold, energy, and digital ledgers. Western Bloc US-EU attempts to restore order through a new digital system. The IMF collapses as nations abandon its framework. Gold becomes the universal unit of trust, not measured in money, but in what it can buy. The concept of price itself changes. 1 ounce of gold now equals an entire barrel of oil, or a month's rent in major cities. The world officially enters the era of tangible value. Year 1, the new monetary order. 12 months after the dollar's collapse, the global financial map looks unrecognizable. BRICS nations have launched a digital currency backed by gold and energy, while the West tries to rebuild trust through new alliances. The United States survives, but no longer sets the rules. Power is distributed between Beijing, Dubai, Sao Paulo, and Frankfurt. There is no price of gold anymore. Gold is the price, the base that everything else is measured against. Humanity hasn't collapsed, but the economic order that defined the last century is gone forever. If the dollar disappeared tomorrow, the world wouldn't end, but the world as we know it would. Because money isn't paper, it's trust and power, and once trust dies, no central bank can print it back. Hit like, subscribe, and stay tuned to Gamma Finansu, where we decode how the new financial order is being built, one crisis at a time.